Hi, this is Elena with Angel Messages with Elena, and I want to thank you for joining me on YouTube or Instagram or Facebook, wherever you're viewing this video. I am tapping into the new moon and eclipse energies. The eclipse is going to affect us through the month of July till July 25th. So I do believe it's really important that we tap into that and also into the new moon. So I have a special going on for the first 5 people who buy the eclipse reading. It's a 32 card spread. So there's 8 positions. You'll get 4 cards for each position and a workbook. The workbook is 18 pages. It has pages for the first 8 positions. It has printing instructions for doing 16, 24, and 32 card spreads, and then it has a page for your conclusion. I call it wrapping it up, and it's just, you know, what was the overall energy, what, you know, some of the lessons that you're going to be learning, thoughts and intentions, and then there's a prayer to get you started for your next thought and intention. So the workbook comes free. The reading is $30, which includes the workbook, and it's a really great buy because usually I do $1 or $2 a card. So if I did $2 a card, it would be $64. The workbook itself is at least $12 because I've been pricing them on Etsy. And like a simple 4-page is, you know, between $3 and $4. So you'll get that workbook free. So we're going to do, instead of doing the full 32-page card spread here on this YouTube, I'm dividing it up and adding new moon in here too. So I'm doing a 16 card spread for the eclipse. This is a lunar eclipse, and I'm going to use the Goddess Oracle deck. Then we're going to tap into the new moon with another 16 cards. So you'll have a good basis of what kind of eclipse is coming into with the new moon. And I will let you know when I'm tapping into the new moon transitions. And yeah, I have a lot of really fun things that are coming. So you want to, you know, subscribe to the channel or my Facebook or Instagram, and, you know, follow me. I am also getting ready to do an angelic guide and how the angels work with me. Because every tarot and oracle reader, every angel messenger, they talk to divine separately. And so I also tap into divine separately, and I see things a lot different from a lot of people. And so I wanted to have a guidebook out there that you can instantly download as well. So I will be working on that today. All right, for the first 2 cards, we're going to pull for the first position of the eclipse. And this is, what are you called to let go? All right, and we'll just keep shuffling here. So, a lot of you are in this, we got the goddess Ein, which is adaptability. So some of you may be going too fast, that you're being too adaptable, that you're conforming. We don't want you to conform. We want you to be who God has called you to be. And that doesn't mean that we conform. We conform only to God, right? We transform into His qualities, His or her qualities. And I have done the morphing many times, and you lose who you are when you morph. So you don't want to morph into something that you shouldn't be. Transforming into who God has called you to be gives you freedom. So anything that holds you into some kind of a dungeon, prison, even spiritual prison, I even put that on my Facebook page a couple days ago. Mistranslations will keep us into prison. We are all to shine and to be these incredible lights into our chakras. So Ayn has a lot of green around her, which gives us new life and new perspective. It's about the heart chakra. And then into this yellow is our solar plexus. So if you're a healer, your solar plexus will ignite. And this is your action. This is how you act. So it goes from the heart into the solar plexus. She is also our number one card in the number one position. So if she's called to be adaptable, but we are into what to let go. We need to let go of being too loose, too busy. We need to, settle down. And be within ourselves and do self-care during this time, and no conforming. Okay, so our second card is the Mama Kila. She is the moon card, the goddess of the moon. I love her when she comes. So what to let go of is things that this is a time of reflection, because new moon is about letting go. It is about, the last week was about the things that we're ready to let go. If those things are being brought to the surface, childhood memories that are making you feel upset again, those are the things that we need to let go. Grudges. So what is it that's coming to your table that you need to let go when you do a reflection in this last week? Because everything has come up that should come up for you to let go. So just use the phases of the moon to really help you with those things. And I'm also going to be doing a personalized ways, healing sessions that you can let go, that I've been doing with veterans since 2011, and I will be putting that up as a healing session too. So I'm really excited about that, because that will help you let go. So you know how priests are supposed to cleanse you of your sins. Well, there is a way that you can cleanse that in Deuteronomy and in Leviticus, that God had showed the priests how to cleanse and how to get rid of sin, which is negative emotion. It's cellular DNA, and this can be absorbed from other people. This can be also DNA genetically. So there's might be things that are not even yours that it's time to get rid of. So, and I have a great healing session that we can do to definitely get rid of those things and to fill you back up. So if you're feeling lost, and maybe that's why you feel like you're being morphed, is that you are, this also has a lot of communication and third eye, so seeing things. You may not be able to see things as you should. Maybe it's because of moving too fast at warp speed that you can't see these things too clearly, that it becomes blurred. So, take this time to figure out what to let go. It's really important to let go of these everything as much as you can by October 29th. Okay, so this eclipse will affect this through July 25th. All right, so the next question is, what is working that I need to hold on to, or that you need to hold on to? So let's pull a couple cards. What is it that we need to hold on to? Oh, this is great. I like this one. We got Hera in the Alliance. She's the number 20 card. She is about forming alliances. She is about forming friendships and partnerships. So if you have good friendships, if you have a partnership that is working, she is saying that you hold on to those things, and at least through July 25th, because things that, it's not a partnership that is part of bondage. All right, this is a kind of like a friendship and partnership that is amplifying into good works, feeling of that you could do the impossible, right? All those things. So if there's something that's not working in the alliance, don't hold on to those, but hold on to the partnerships that are working. Yeah, that is beautiful. Then we have Morgan. She's of death and magic. So this is, you know, things that are not working, let go. That's basically, she's like, it's gone, it's dead. It might be revived and resurrected in another time for a rebirth. But for the things that is coming is to hold on to the magical things, right? The things that can be impossible, the miracles. Really like that. That's beautiful. And our third position is, okay, what are the new energies that are coming in with this eclipse? So I did not do any of the pre-shuffles before, so this might be a little bit long. And what are the new energies? Number 3 position is Aphrodite. She is a number 2 card, and she is about romance and love. So the new energies that are coming in is like incredible love, and it's not just about romantic love. I like to see like divine coming in and really like tapping into your heart and show you what love is and how you can tap into that to make these miracles happen. It's amazing how I feel when I am totally and completely loved. And it's not physical love, though we can use examples of physical love to tap into the spiritual love, and it makes you like a really powerful healer and manifester, that you can no obstacle can come into your way that you can't tackle, because when we have love, it does conquer all. And I love this card because she is just so full of rose colors and root systems. So it's getting down into her roots, into, you know, maybe you haven't had that kind of love. Well, this is the kind of energy that is coming in. So that is amazing. So if you're looking to getting into a relationship, this is part of the alliance. This is a good thing. Now we have Rod, and she's about time. So time, you know, time, it's time. That's why I put some things like, it's time to rise. It's time. Tell other people to spread it. It's time to rise. And Rod, when she comes to the surface, and she's also the number 3 into the 3 position. So we have the 3-3 aspect here. And she's about community. But when she comes into the surface, she talks about, you can actually, because we have the ability to get into transcendence of time and space, like quantum physics, that you can slow down and you can speed up time. And you can also work with Uriel, Archangel Uriel, to also do that. So when she comes to the table, it's time, right? And time is in your favor. So if you have been pushing yourself so hard, there's like an abundance of this time that has come in. And you see the 8 for me is about great abundance. That all of these things are, you know, it's time. It's, you know, it's time to slow down. It's time to stand and be, you know, thinking about stepping into your destiny and what that is. The workbook will really help you with that. So it's time. I see this clock, and it's just like, you know how it beeps you sometimes 11:11. It's just like, it's time. It's now. Now to be thinking of these things, because the new energies that is, you know, happening now all the way through July 25th. And when we tap into those energies, you know, time is on your side. Everything, it's just like you're going to get this incredible victory that is on its way. All right, so the number 4 position is about the world environment and how it's affecting you and me. So let's pull a couple cards for that. Oh, and there's one that wants to flip. All right, so we have Epona, wise leadership. So, and this is also the number 14 card. So if you, and right now we're into the 14 minutes. So if you are, you know, I've read the Bible in Matthew 1, it talks about the 14th generation. And then it talks about, you know, the 144,000. Well, I tapped into the energies of the 14. And the 14th generation is all of us. It's every single one of us that is waking up, that's been working with other people and organizations, and people individually, religions. They're all like passing away. And I think that's part of that death and magic as well. And when you tap into somebody who has wise leadership, that is what is coming into your system right now, is this wise leadership. Epona, she was a leader. She was a horse goddess, and she led her people to victory. She used wisdom, and we use the goddess power cards to tap into that wise wisdom. So wise leadership is affecting you right now. And then we have Ocean. She's about generosity. So has people been generous around you? Have you been generous around others? It is said that when we tap into our energy, that our body energetically will always find its way for peace, joy, love, harmony, and serenity. Did you know that? So if you're in a place where it doesn't feel generous, that people aren't like giving you, and when you ask for things, then it's time for a change, because your body will let you know, your physical body will let you know when you are in that love and joy and harmony. And it's okay to move around. A lot of people kind of dish it, but I embrace it. So because that is your body trying to find where they fit into community. So generosity is also about us. You know, have you been compelled to move into compassion, to be generous? I not last month, but about 6 weeks ago, I gave a lot of digital horse pictures of young horses to an art group, because I don't have a lot of money, but I felt like I could be generous for those who are not around horses so they can do their artwork. So simple things like that you can still do and be generous with. We do have a swimming pool here in town that has been free for the last 5 years. And $10 for swimming lessons is almost unheard of, but they are being generous to their community. And I don't know if they have grants, but that's the way it's been. So, you know, tap into that generosity and look around you. Maybe there are things that are generous that you're just overlooking. So that is what your environment, and that is what the world is affecting you that way. All right, so going into our 5th position is, what are you and I supposed to learn during this eclipse? All right. Oh, we're supposed to learn about home. And I got a card that fell here. Ooh, yeah. Okay. So, okay. Have you heard of the expression, the Holy Spirit will lead you home through the sweet scents? It's, and biblical is about the Shekinah and the glory of God, and that we are all to find home through a sweet scent. Now, I do believe Queen of Heaven has been cleansed and transformed. Divine Mother is among us. So you could tell because of a sweet scent that she will carry. So Hestia is about home matters as well. And you're supposed to learn where home is, how to make your house a home, how to make it safe and like a safe haven for those around us. Because again, our bodies are naturally inclined for harmony and for joy and for unity. So Hestia comes into tapping into that home environment. So, you know, kind of think about that. You know, do you have kids, and are they feeling like they feel secure in your home? Because it's about making those around you feel secure to actually let us go on our journey safely and confidently. So I really believe that this energy that's coming in is about really standing into our own power and in our confidence. Then we have Athena that is coming in. Athena is also about wisdom, but she's of knowledge. So she is bringing us new knowledge of, the things that, maybe we never thought of before, or maybe we have, but this energy is leading you to where home and heart is, through divine. And she's about tapping into that knowledge to following it. All right. So God knows the way. God knows the way how we're going to, come into this heaven, this haven here on earth. So when a kingdom has been established, it's all about you tapping into the knowledge to where you need to follow, where you need to learn from. All right. So again, things that are supposed to raise you up and to let you fly freely without oppression and depression. Those are the things that are coming into the energies right now. Okay. And those are the organizations and alliances that you want to tap into. So how can you support yourself in this transition? Well, I know the first card, she kind of flipped over already, is Amat. She's about truth. So you can support yourself in this transition and being truthful into your journey. Now, there is a difference between, doing things negatively to have a negative impact. But I believe that truth can be very positive to bring positive aspects to the table. Okay, so you want to be truthful with yourself. You want to be authentic. You want to not hide. Hiding is secretive, and when we hide and hide things in our brains, it can actually lead us to sickness. So you want to speak truth. You want to be truth. You want to, get into divine feminine, and it's not about fighting for it. It's speaking it and standing by itself, because our society has taught us how to fight for what truth is. If you read in the New Testament, Jesus stated the truth, and what did he do? He didn't say another word, because he didn't need to defend himself. So just kind of know that truth does not need to be defended. Oh, and then we have Scald. So Scald is about stepping into your destiny. So truth and stepping into your destiny is what this new moon eclipse, lunar eclipse coming, is that this path is going to be open to you. And I saw the 222s, which is wisdom in action. It's, tap in, and we got lots of really beautiful cards that is, this is supporting yourself into this transition, is acknowledging what this destiny is. And if you don't have, like an inkling of what that is, I do have a Fibonacci code spiritual reading that goes from the heart's desire to what your life path is and the energies that we need to tap into. So it's very powerful. So I would highly recommend that. All right, now coming into our 7th position is, what does your heart ready to open to? All right, what does your heart want to open up to? Ooh, yeah, I like that. All right, so we have Freya, radical acceptance. All right, so your heart is ready to be open to this radical acceptance. It means that you are going to accept it, because we have been leading up to all of this. And if you've been reading, listening to my readings, and to my teaching, is like your heart is so ready, and it's just like you're soaking all of this knowledge in. There's like finally someone's speaking this out. Somebody is tapping into something that, I kind of resonate with that, or I kind of feel that way, but no one's really talking about it. Well, trust me, I'm very radical. So it's like I try to do it in a tactful manner, so that and people do accept it, because this is like, it's unnerving, but you're coming into this radical acceptance. And again, you have the 8, in which will bring you great abundance. abundant of life and abundant of frugality that's coming. And then we have Bronwyn is forgiveness. Your heart is ready to forgive and to forgive others. Forgive yourself. And this is where the radical acceptance comes in, is that you're coming into this, and maybe there's parts of you that is like, oh, I just feel so stupid. How could I do that? Well, no, it's not about that. It's about a learning process. Everything is a learning process. I didn't learn everything overnight. I went into a real in-depth view from divine for like 14 months straight, not including the 40 some years before that I had to go through. So it was like, forgiving a lot of things in the past, my abusers, teachers, so many different things. So yeah, it's time to forgive so that you can give. All right. And then what new possibilities that is going to change within yourself internally. So we always talk about the outside forces. This spread has really been internal as well as external. So the new possibilities and what is it going to change within yourself. We have, this is 8th position. Hecate, she's about the in-between, right? This is kind of like purgatory. We're kind of like in between worlds. It's like choosing. Once you make that choice, you're gonna, all these possibilities that are coming to the surface that you thought were impossible is now being possible, because we have the death and magic card is the rebirth. So the in-between is really about, this is the perfect time to choose. No matter when you listen to this reading, it's time to choose. Which world are you going to serve? Are you going to serve just the physical world, or are you going to serve the spiritual world? Because I could tell you the spiritual world is coming into physical manifestations. So, trust that, your angels are with you. Because we already had Uriel that came to the table. And then the next card is Artemis, and she's about focus. She's the number 4 card, which is about order. So the orders that is within our body, and how that's changing. That this is opening up to, a new focus. Maybe you missed that focus. It says that it's like an arrow that keeps missing its mark. And they say that it's sin, negative emotions, and it could be. But I really believe it's because of you're looking too much on the surface. You're not looking at all of this abstract that's making other pictures and another story. That is the reflection and glory of God, is the Shekinah. It is all about the reflection. Like, and you can see when I turn my face to the light, how the reflection bounces off. It's like women especially are reflection, true reflection to the masculine. We have both masculine and feminine energies, but it's when we reflect the feminine who that is the reception, and that's the intuition. I think that's really beautiful. All right, so now we're getting into the new moon transition to the angel. It was like the Angel Guardian Tarot by Radley Valentine. And our first card that we're going to pull out of the 16 is our North card. It's the number 1 card. All right, so we have this one that comes up. It's the 7 emotions. The angels are asking you to make an important decision that you've been putting off. So no more procrastinating, because you might upset somebody. You know, maybe you think that you're going to be upsetting the whole order of things, the whole order of your alliance that you're making. But this is the most opportune time. It says, ask heaven for guidance and then make that choice. This celebrates who you truly are. That's a beautiful number 1 North card. So our second card, which is the East card, we come to the table with the Ace of Emotion. How beautiful is that? It's about new beginnings. It's announcing wonderful new emotional experiences coming into your life. How beautiful. You may meet someone new who makes your heart flutter, right? Because we got the romance card. How beautiful. It's also possible that your intuitive abilities will be greatly increased to your open heart. Oh, I'm going to cry because this is like very beautiful. This is, goes right in line with the solar eclipse. And what's not to say that this new moon experience of letting go and letting this beautiful love come in, this beautiful stepping into your destiny come in, that, the angels are really in support of this. Of course, because they work with divine. Then we have the messenger of emotion, which is the number 3 card. It's our south card. This is the beginning of new emotional experience that could grow into something deeper. Oh, wow. So you may receive messages expressing feelings that you didn't know were developing. A social invitation could soon be on its way. So like a wedding, a gathering, a party. There's a person involved who's very gentle, loving. This could also be you who has the kindest intentions, who is artistic, shy, and sensitive. So yeah, I really... with this reading, yeah, I definitely am tapping into, like, this is a very powerful building confidence card, because it's like, how many times have we been told, no, we can't do that. No, don't do that. No. But no, this is the perfect time to emerge, to let this new birth, this beautiful cycle happen and develop. All right, and our 4th card, which is our West, is open your heart. So how beautiful is that? Allow love to grow and bloom all around you. Oh, wow, this is really a lovely love reading, a romance. Like I said, agape love, which is unconditional love from divine, coming in as well. So it's beautiful. You waited for this emotionally fulfilling experience for such a long time. Now is the time has come. Make your choices by listening to your heart. Maybe some of you have had your heart misdirect. Well, this is saying that you can't go astray. Following the steps you're guided to take, joy will lead you to a vibrant and healthy life. So this is also about health as well. So beautiful. So beautiful. Very lovely, beautiful love reading. I mean, if you haven't felt love before, I feel divine just kind of like being so gentle to surround you with this beautiful blanket. All right, I'm going to just pull a few more cards out because I don't want to go too far. Usually my recordings will only go till 40 minutes, so we got a few minutes here. And just pull a few more cards. So our West card is the number 4 card, which is about order. So when you open up your heart, it's just like your heart is getting back into that perfect order. 3 more cards. Beautiful. There's that one and one more. All right, so going back into the first of the 7 of emotions, the angels asking you to make these important decisions. We have the 8 of action. I love these little fairies in here. And there's so much going on right now that it might feel overwhelming to you. So it's wonderful to be so busy with the work that you love. Express gratitude for the blessings of heaven that are taking up your time, even if life feels challenging. You're asked to travel and take a flight, then do so with confidence. Yeah, I can't make these readings up. Beautiful. The guardian of action has come to the table now. So we just had the 8 of action. The guardian says it's time for you to step up and be the leader. Right? Stepping into your destiny. You have natural leadership skills and are being called into action, right? Because we had Skuld. She's our destiny card. We had truth, right? Be true and authentic to yourself. All right, this is a moment in the sun, so you're moving into the light to shine, right? The reflection. This card is about a person who is charismatic, loves a challenge, and loves the spotlight. Or maybe not so much the spotlight, but being able to shine. The people are going to start seeing you now. Then we come into the 8 of emotions. So we started with an emotion card. We're ending with an emotion card. You feel a deep longing for something meaningful in your life. In your heart, you know there's something more out there, don't you? Waiting for you in this world. It may be time to switch careers, move to a new home or city, initiate any other important changes. Do what's right for you and seek out your magical new life. So yeah, it says you're going to be looking to travel. What's not to say it is a physical movement, and it's okay to move. If you have been on the edge and it's just like, I don't want to move, or I just don't know what people are thinking, just don't go there. Just do it, okay? Because our body wants to naturally be with things, with people, with energy that has love and harmony, right? All right, to support the number 2, the East card is the Ace of Emotions, and then we're coming into the 2 of Abundance. I love this. So life may be feeling a little out of balance right now, right? So you're working on multiple jobs, so you're making a change to your dream career. It's important to keep things light and stay in touch with your inner child. So have fun with it. Be playful as much as possible during this time, especially after new moon, because during the new moon to the full moon is about your playful spirit. Ooh, and then we have a major arcana card, which is organization. It's the number 4 card. It says your plans are on target. So if you're making plans, everything will flow smoothly if you add a little organization and discipline to your methods. The key to success is allow your creativity to be gently guided by logic. All right, so you might even need to somebody maybe coming into your life that's going to help you with that, and it's okay to ask to help for that organization. And then we have another major arcana, which is the number 0, the first card of the deck. It's a new beginning. You're at the beginning of a wonderful journey. There is no need to have any fear. Your guardian angels walk beside you every step. You have unique gifts to offer. There are things that I can't do that you can do. So be ready, because here it comes. Okay, so on the number 3, our South card is the meaning of emotion, and then we have the 9 of emotion. This is a magical time in life when wishes are granted and dreams come true. It may seem that good luck is following you, but actually these happy times are just your reward for being a loving and wonderful person. Your angels are asking you to enjoy life and have more fun. All right? So that's part of the, the adaptability, where we had that, conforming. And when you are authentic and true to yourself, all these things are opening up to you. And then we have the guardian of thought that comes to the table. And he says, you're called upon to be a spokesperson for a cause that's close to your heart. So be ready for something prepared to talk about. Or it could be something that you can give as a PDF, being into that generosity. So your angels will give you the perfect words, right? Tap into divine. Angels will help you, and you will be brilliant. Moses was not a very good spokesperson, but he tapped into divine, and divine gave him the words to speak before a Pharaoh to let my people go. You may be asked to be a mentor or find one yourself. So this is also involves someone who's professional, positive attitude with fresh ideas. So, and also you may be unemotionally available during this time, right? Because hey, you got so much work to do. Then we have the Ace of Abundance. Beautiful. This chart brings wonderful news. A windfall of resources are coming your way to help you with money, advice, or assistance in getting things done. It's a good time to start a new venture, change careers, or go into business for yourself. There are important contracts to sign. All right. Hi, and looking into our 4th direction, which is the west, open your heart, we have the helper of thought. So the helper of thought comes and it says your life is about to start moving very fast. Now this fast movement is not the same movement as in the beginning of this eclipse, where before you were like moving to morph, to transform into something that you're not. Now that you have stepped into your destiny, you made those choices. Now the moving fast is like, now things are actually clicking because you're being true and authentic to yourself. So this fast movement is not the same. Events that seem to be on hold suddenly require all your attention. There's no time to sit and ponder. You've got to get moving. Review the details as best as you can. You know, sometimes you will meet somebody who is very quick mind, who instantly grabs what to do. So somebody you don't have to tell what to do or to delegate, they just jump in and help you out. This person is both confident and courageous. Then we have the Six of Emotion. Beautiful. The Six of Emotions is that memories can fill your heart with many emotions, right? We talked about that, how last week you probably got a lot of childhood situations, instances, you know, like if you're bullied in school, or if you were, you know, abused, or maybe you got hurt physically, not just spiritually, but physically, that you have fell. These are the things that we are releasing this month. Into this week. It's important to remember your past accurately, so you don't make it bigger than what it was or make it smaller. You look at it as accurately as you can. If you're a small child, it's kind of hard to relate. Sometimes when we step aside from somebody for such a long period of time, we exaggerate it, right? Or we make it minute, where it's like, oh, it didn't really matter. Well, it kind of does. So this is a part of being true and authentic to yourself, is to remember the past as accurately as you can. People used to know may return unexpectedly. So childhood friends, maybe your ex is coming back, or maybe it's a long lost friends that you haven't heard of since you were in elementary school. These people may be, they're at least thinking about you into this, you know, latter part of the eclipse and into the new moon, which will go through July 25th. So don't be surprised if you start thinking about them as well. Children can be an important issue, and you may need to reconnect with your inner child. Now, I think we've gotten that about 4 times. It's like, don't take things too seriously. Have fun with it, because learning is it's a growing process. We're gonna make mistakes, so don't be afraid of failure. Keep moving forward. And then we have fair decisions. I love the unicorn, because the unicorn is one of my guides for, and definitely intuition, and it's like it's a pointer. So is it pointing for you? Well, for me, it's on the right. I don't know if this is the same for you, but the things that are intuitive, that things that we receive from divine, is coming physically. So towards the end of this cycle, you may have a lot more intuition, a lot more dreams, which reminds me, I'm doing dream interpretation on my Etsy, and I'm going to teach people how to do some of the things that I do in some little booklets. So so those are the kind of things that is coming to fruition if you're learning how to use your intuition, how to follow it. Because I tell you what, my cell phone kind of died. It got too hot, so this is why this recording is a little different towards the end. But it's really great towards the ends, because I can dwell into, I put some information from doing the 4 weeks of June, which goes into the 5th week of June 30th to July 6th, which is this week that I'm doing this recording. And I can't believe how accurate all of the information and the energies that I got at the beginning of June is coming to fruition. And now we have clarity of what it is. So yeah, definitely follow my channel. Do a personalized reading, because these energies that I'm picking up are so right on. So you don't want to miss out. It's good to know what to expect, right? Because that's why in the Bible it has, you know, different things that can happen energy-wise. Doesn't mean it's all going to come to that way, because it's according to the energies. It could change and it can flex, and it could, you know, come about in a different, unexpected way. So that's a lot about manifesting and praying. So also, rest assured, there's nothing to worry about. Okay, so get past that worry stage, doubt. Your angels are taking care of it, but you want to stand your ground, because now we got your self-confidence going. Know that heaven is shining this divine light upon the situation, and it's being healed. I was gonna say it's being headed. It's like it's coming to an end if it's something that has been going on for a long time. Maybe you're putting your foot down. Maybe something is happening in the legal situation that is coming to a fruition. That means if it's something for you, it's good. If it's something against you, it's going to stop. Okay, so those things, and it's also about healing. So take time to review all the details thoroughly. So before we had, you know, there was paperwork that you had to sign. So these are contracts. These are things that you have to sign your name to. So, you know, it could be writing out your checks. Just be a little bit more detailed, because we're coming into Mercury retrograde, and I can't believe that these cards are still right on. Forgiveness will bring peace to everyone involved. So remember to spend time into forgiveness. It's not really about that person. Yeah, it can help that person, but it's really about you, so that you can continue to give with others. So, to wrap it up, it's about self-confidence. It's about self-respect. It's about stepping into your destiny and to find your voice. It's about following where home is, safe havens, and, you know, are you having that, you know, available, and then all the new things that are coming in. So, you know, I would encourage everyone who is on my channel to do a journal of the things that are happening. I do sometimes the cards myself, because it gives me a little bit more clarity. It enforces what I'm seeing and what I'm feeling. When I do readings, a lot of times spirits and guides, my angels, come to me 2 to 3 days before I do an actual reading, and sometimes I'm like, what is that? And I just kind of file it in the back of my head, and then when I do a reading for someone, angel message, then it's just like, oh wow, yeah, I know exactly what they're needing to hear, because that information has already came to me. So it's really incredible, the energy, and how the interpretation is. Every reader is different. So far I have gotten quite a few loyal clientele, because it's good to stay with 1 or 2 readers, but usually 1, and then definitely tap into somebody who is going to teach you. And like I said, I'm going to put some booklets on Etsy. I'm trying to develop some passive income, because June has been really difficult for me, and with going into some of the people that didn't pay me, still hasn't paid me, but we're still making it. My horses are still fed. There's still like things that they need. So I will agree with everyone in prayer for the things that you are praying for and manifesting, and that's why we do manifest through the days of the week. It's also taking the intention off of war and discord for unity, and that's why I do meaning of the names, because it is really bringing unity together and a lot more people together. So thank you for watching. I totally appreciate your comments, your likes, your thumbs up, and your shares. Pinterest, I've gotten quite a few Etsy followers from Pinterest, and some from Google. A lot are coming from within. So I really appreciate everyone to help me grow, because I think the information that we're needing to get out is because I do divine transformational coaching, which means that it's about your spiritual journey. But you have to be in alignment with your spirit for your body to follow, so that there's no sickness and disease, no more cancer, because those all things are coming to an end. So thank you for sticking around and letting me just, garble. It's been a while since I've, had people to talk to, but I'm kind of testing this out as well, because I got my headphones in with my microphone, but I have an air conditioner and the fan on right now because my phone overheated, and it was like 102 degrees already in my room. So desert living and doing videos this much is really like testing the waters to see what I can do, what can't do, what people, if they're looking at faces or they like to look at the cards. So I kind of go back and forth. So yeah, I need just as much encouragement as you do to stand in the self-confidence, but I want to thank you all for coming. I'm going to do another video shortly about how angels have worked with me in my life, and how I saw angels when nobody else did, and when I came to realization that they were actually angels and not people. So I look forward to sharing that with you. So again, thank you again. This is Reverend Dr. Elena Rosalind Michelle with Angel Messages with Elena.